I'm hanging out in the basketball court this morning where Chai and Sienna are getting some off-leash time. And I've been thinking about something that I've been asked by multiple people, and the last people who asked me this were Sienna's dads. The question was, how do you get a recall on a dog who doesn't appear food motivated? In Sienna's case, she will hardly ever eat outside. And that's because, hey there, girly. That's because she will often be stressed outside, and then it's hard for her to take food. She's a fearful dog. That's one reason. And the other reason is she gets a lot of food in her house. So she has more access to more food than she actually eats on a daily basis. And for that reason, there's no good reason for her to take food outside. So she can only ever be off leash outside in enclosed spaces, because otherwise, when she startles, she will bolt and she won't come back to her people because she doesn't have a recall. And they haven't been able to train a recall because they thought, well, a recall is something you train with food, and she doesn't take food, so probably that's that. The way I personally would approach it, and that's just me, is I would just withhold food until the food motivation outside was strong enough for the dog to take food. But that's not at all the only way to approach it. The reason that will probably be my first go-to with Sienna is, let's see if I can flip this camera around. No, I can't. Well, but this works. In my opinion, she's got quite some meat on her bones, so I cannot feel her ribs at all, for example. So she doesn't really have a reason to be hungry. I like my dogs on the lean end in general, so I definitely want to be able to feel their ribs, and usually with a dog who has a single coat like Sienna does, I'd also want to be able to see the ribs if the sun hits it in a certain way. So there's a lot of room to increase food motivation in that way. And another easy thing that you can do that I've been doing with Sienna is Sienna will run after Chai because she likes Chai and she likes chasing after Chai. So I will call Chai, and so I will whistle, which is one of Chai's recalls. Sienna will follow, and then I will praise and party with both of them. So Sienna learns by imitating Chai that whistling means come back to me. And another thing that Sienna has been responding to, even though she isn't eating, is me running away. So I'll call and then run away, and she will run after me, often even cheerfully. So she's not always extremely stressed outside. For example, here in the basketball court, she will often run around and jump around and actually have fun. So her social motivation to play, which is a sign that her stress levels are not through the roof, will often be higher than her food motivation would be. So that's what we go with, right? I'll call her, run away, play with her. Lots of ways to get a nice recall without using food, and without using anything that would fall, like if you enter the quadrants, into the realms of negative reinforcement or positive punishment.